before I even get into today's video, I just want to say a massive shout out and thank you to everyone supporting me on Patreon, because I've basically just bought this tripod right here, and it's a gorilla, like top of the line gorilla tripod. Moves around. I don't know how well you can see this with the lighting and everything, but you can kind of rearrange it and things like that, which doesn't seem like it would make a crazy difference, but it actually helps in a lot of ways. If you notice right now, I'm basically vlogging, holding onto the tripod, and it gives me a really nice wide angle shot. And a lot of people struggle with this, vlogging with a big DSLR. Like even Chris Ramsey, I've seen him do a couple of vlog shots where he was way too close to the camera, and he kind of so I stole the idea off. Let me just get this set up. I stole this idea off the best to do it, the best to ever do it, Casey Neistat, and it's definitely paying off right now. I'm also going to be able to get different types of shots that I wasn't able to get before. I'm going to be able to do more table work because I can actually set up the tripod by the table where I actually do my work and stuff like that. So I can actually it opens up a completely new intro, like it's basically a completely new set of intros that I can film for you guys. So mad respect and much love to you guys that supported me, and yeah, let's see. You'll see more improvements soon. Now for the trick. Honestly, I can't believe I haven't shown you guys this trick yet. Okay, I learned it with rubber bands, all right, and I do it all the time. I do it like kind of an impromptu thing. If someone has hair ties in particular, right? Like girls always have like hair ties on them. Sometimes I'm like, yo, can I borrow your hair ties? And I start doing it with that. Now, I learned it with rubber bands, but I never carry rubber bands with me, and it doesn't make sense to do it with rubber bands. So essentially, it's two hair ties like this. They can be borrowed. I don't know how well you can see that. Hopefully, it's quite visible. They can be borrowed by the from the spectator and things of that nature. Well, there's only spectators really. You can't borrow it from anywhere else. So I don't know how well that's be able to see on camera. Maybe I need to that more visible. I guess so, right? So essentially, I get them to pinch them together in the middle, and I go 1, I go 2, and then on the third one, you can see they pass right through each other. How crazy is that? It's literally through. Like you can't. There's no, these don't come apart. It's not like they can like unscrew back together or anything. And it's once they're basically linked like this, I get them to hold on to this, and I just pull 1, 2, and 3, and they come straight apart like that. And I can hand these back out, and obviously it's their rubber bands, their hair ties, whatever, and I can hand them straight back out, and they can keep them. So yeah, it's probably it's the strongest rubber band thing that I've found. Because I was actually, once I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm learning that and I'm going to use that. And it doesn't happen a lot with me. I tend to stick to cards, but every now and then there's one thing that's like, man, I need to do that. I need to learn that. Yeah, that's the effect. It's great. I love it. What's good, peeps? It's your boy, Eduard Todor. Today we're going to be reacting to Mac King. He's been suggested a couple times recently, and I'm not even that familiar with him. And, I know he's a big name, so let's see what he's got. Let's see how he, what he does on Fool Us. So let's take a look.
Howdy, I'm Mac King. I'm a magician,
Yeah,
comedian,
definitely seen him
Las
before.
Vegas, probably the king of
Definitely
Las
heard the
Vegas.
name before.
I have a magic show at
Not
Harrah's, Las
familiar with
Vegas for the past 16 years. Way more than Penn and Teller have been at the Rio. I was on the show last year. Guinea pig.
Okay.
Last year I said, if you fool Teller, you fooled Penn and Teller.
You should not say all you have to do is fool Teller, because this juggler is going to bust your Kentucky butt right now.
So this year I thought, well, what can I say to insult Teller? His sleight of hand is only matched by his sleight of stature. But that's just kind of a lame joke. I can't think of anything mean to say about Teller. He's so sweet and nice. So I'm going to have to think of some insult for Penn again.
I like it. Attacking Penn. He's usually the one who does the. He's usually done the one.
Please
Okay.
welcome the always likable Mac King.
Interesting.
Howdy!
Hey, I am Mac King. And I guess since I'm up here in my new suit, we ought to get this show on the road.
That's
I
a
know
bad
this scares
suit.
you. I'm not
That's
doing that
such
tonight.
a bad suit.
I know it would fool
I get it.
you,
It's part of his
but,
thing.
Allison, come on over. Come on over. Step right over here on this side. Thanks for coming. Sure. Come this way just a little bit. Yeah, right up next to the suit. You and I, Allison, and that piece of rope are going to do one of Houdini's most famous tricks. Yeah, this is called the Houdini Challenge Naked Rope Escape.
I just have to make a couple calls.
No, this is good. The Houdini Challenge Naked Rope Escape. I want you to take off your clothes and tie me up.
Wait, didn't I?
Maybe you should ask
No,
Teller.
yeah, all right, Teller. No, we're going to use, if you put up with that, you get a big goblet of vodka. Hold that with one hand, if you would, Allison, just like that. That's perfect. If you hold it like that, everybody can see the water part really good. Don't drink that. So, Allison, when you were a little girl, did you ever go fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah? My grandpa used to take me fishing when I was a little girl. He said in order to catch fish, you have to have three things. You have to have the proper fishing pole. This is my grandpa's original fishing pole. Aww. I know. You have to have a place to put the fish once you catch them. That's what you're holding. I'm going to catch a fish, and I'm going to drop him right in that glass of water. The third thing that you have to catch fish is, of course, the proper bait. The Fig Newton. Yeah, you bust off about a third of a cookie. That's all it takes. Nice, long, squishy, skinny piece. You roll that squishy, skinny piece of squishy Fig Newton up on the hook. Just roll it and squish it on there. It'll stay. And with cookie as bait, you can fish anywhere you want. All right. You and I are fishing out here in midair. But we're not looking for just any fish. We're catching goldfish. There's a goldfish right in front of Teller's head. See if I can snag that out of the... Oh, I got him. Oh, yeah. He is a fighter. Hold that glass over here, Allison,
Okay.
and check him out.
Oh.
All right. I see what it did. I see it.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
That's a dang real fish.
Yeah, it is.
That's a pretty cool
Allison,
way
you
to
know
present
the rule
it.
here on Foolish? Rule is whatever you catch.
Oh, please don't. Oh, God.
You gotta eat.
Oh.
No, he's still there. He's still there.
I thought so, yeah.
He's just a little scared now.
Yeah.
That's why the water's kind of cloudy.
Me too.
Hold that one just like before. Perfect. Now, I can't show you how to catch fish out of the air. That's my grandpa's secret. But I can show you how to freak out your friends.
Oh, sorry for the
You
Skype
need a
notifications.
carrot
Busy man,
and
you
a
know what I'm
carrot
saying?
peeler. This is how I pretended to eat a goldfish. Here's what you do. You peel off a big strip of carrot so it looks just like a goldfish. Yeah. Then you got to use your teeth for this.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll use mine.
Okay, good.
Actually, these used to be my grandpa's too.
He's a nice guy.
Oh, he was a nice
Yeah.
guy. So you trim it up using your rodent-like teeth. So it's vaguely,
Aww.
thank you, vaguely goldfish shaped. Now, pretend like that
I'll
glass
listen
of
with it.
water is your friend's aquarium and that there are a whole bunch of goldfish swimming around inside. Here's what you do to freak out your friends.
Okay,
Hold the
what's he
carrot
gonna
sliver
do?
behind your fingers. Nobody knows that you have it. When you're ready, you reach down amongst your friend's fish and pull out the carrot like it's one of their goldfish. You go, "Ooh, I got your goldfish." Don't say, "Ooh, I got your carrot." No good. Keep it wiggling. Before they get a good look at it, you pop it in your mouth.
Okay.
And they think, oh, you like the fish.
Oh, that's funny. That caught me off guard. That fooled me. But I think I know how he did it. It just caught me so off guard.
King,
I think I know how he did it. That was clean though. Very clean.
You traumatized me last time you were on the show.
Well, how about this time?
This time as well.
That's my big goal.
Very clean. I like that.
Traumatize Allison.
Yes.
Screw
Do
Penn and
pet
Teller
stores
fools.
even let you in
Do
at
pet
this
stores
point?
no, I have to go wear a disguise to go into a pet store.
I would imagine.
Guinea pigs, fish. Yeah.
Yeah, he ate a guinea pig last time he was on the show, if anybody didn't see it. It
Yeah,
was
that's all I do is eat
terrifying.
small animals.
Anyway, you're amazing.
Well, thank you very much.
And even
Huh.
seeing it as a
I'd have to
carrot,
rewatch
it's
that.
still
I'd have to rewatch that. I was
Oh, yeah,
too
thank
caught up
you
in
very
the
much.
presentation,
So-
but you know that's not a bad thing. I mean, he's doing a good job.
Well, you've done your work. I love it.
No, keep touching it. Keep deliberating.
That
boys.
suit needs to be
She's touching it.
tailored though, man. Come on.
I'm just
Look
looking
look
for
at
the
how
trick of
big
the-
that is.
The guinea pig.
I know it's his style though. It makes sense, but slim fit.
Let's go to
Come
the
on,
guy.
man.
Like they're done talking.
Give it
Oh,
time.
my goodness gracious. You know, you've been in Vegas almost as long as we have. Maybe a little longer. I think that I may have said this last time, but I think one thing Teller and I agree on is that you are the greatest comedy magician working in the world today.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Full stop.
Huh.
So since we said that nice stuff about you, will you pretend we knew how the trick was done? No. You know, you threw this rope out. And you made that joke, which everybody thought was a joke, that you're relieved I didn't do the rope trick. And you know that every single time you do the rope trick, you fool Teller. He's never caught you once doing that. If you had done this,
I do know that, but it's not as interesting as spitting a fish out.
No.
And so I'm like, well, should I come out and try to fool them, or should I come out and try to delight them? And I was going with delight.
And you certainly did. It's the best version that's ever been done of aerial fishing. And we absolutely love you, Matt King, as a friend and as the greatest comedy magician, at least alive today, maybe who ever lived.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty insane. I need to watch more of this guy's stuff.
You definitely delighted us all. Thank you so
Wow.
much.
Appreciate it, guys.
Wow. That's an insane thing to hear from Penn and Teller. Like, I mean, I get it though. Matt King's a big name too. I'm just not really aware of him. I wasn't until now. But yeah, it's the type of comedy that is kind of like a generalized comedy. Like, he wouldn't necessarily be my favorite, like in terms of how much I was laughing and how funny that was. You know, I like subjectively people can have, you know, like if you have a comedian that's your favorite comedian, doesn't mean he's the best comedian. It just means that your humor aligns with his humor the best, and he makes you laugh a lot. You know, and so people kind of get their, like, they get like a niche market in, you know, comedians, like they get a niche market of people that like their comedy and they go to their comedy. And if they did, you know, open mics or whatever, they probably don't do as well as, you know, that when they're just doing it to their audience only, which is interesting. But yeah, it seemed like, you know, he's hilarious. He has a lot of jokes. His timing is good. You know, I just like a little bit more edgy humor. You know, the Piffed Magic Dragon type thing. That for me, that's a little bit more edgy, a little bit more kind of modern, a little bit more, you know. It hits a little bit closer, you know, for me personally. But I can see how he's good. And the thing is, I got so caught up in the presentation that I was missing all the moves. But I have a very good idea of how he did that, simply because we actually, yeah, I mean, I've dealt with I went to a lecture once where I don't even remember who was teaching it, to be honest. Who was giving the lecture? I don't recall, but it was a long time ago. And yeah, there was this guy gave like different ways you can produce live fish, and it was quite interesting actually. But I think he used a very, you know, similar version to that. But his presentation was great, and the thing is, I was actually like his storyline and the way he was talking about stuff, kind of made me feel like it was just misdirecting me really well, because it made me feel like, oh, he's not even doing the trick right now, he's just talking, and then he would actually do something while that was going on, or he would catch you in the offbeat where you're not really expecting it, which is what you're supposed to do, right? So I mean, in a way, he fooled me in the sense that I didn't see any moves, but at the same time, you know, I mean, I did see a couple moves, but the point is, like, I'm not 100% sure. I didn't follow it. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I see we did that. Oh, I see how you did that. But, you know, thinking backwards, I can kind of figure it out. But it's a beautiful routine. You know, again, if this is your style and if it works for you, that's great. You know, I don't feel like I would ever be able to perform anything like this, you know, with a fishing rod, and I don't know. I just don't see myself being able to do that. But you know, it works for him, and it's awesome, really cool. Yeah, that's really about it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and, you know, subscribe down below. Helps me out a lot. You know, actually the subscription is for you to be able to see my, you know, videos as I make them. But the like, you know, definitely helps me out. If you want to follow me on social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the links are down below. If you want to support me on Patreon, or go to my Discord and hang out and talk shit with all the peeps, you're welcome to do that. The links are down below for that too. As always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one.